So the other thing to be aware of, there's a whole other category of hacker that is not doing this stuff. This is called social engineering. If I really wanted to break into a business, it's hard to do it from some other computer. The easiest way to do it is to knock on the door and say, I'm from the Omaha division, I left my badge, I just need to use the computer. And they open the door and they let you in. That's called social engineering. It's a lot easier to do when you're sitting there right at the computer that you're trying to break into. So they really want in, they will cook up something like that. If they want it into somebody's email, they will call up the tech support and pretend they lost their password and sound really, this is why if you lose your password and you call them up and you say, I can't get into my account, come on, just give me, let me in anyway. You may sound like the most honest, wonderful person in the world, but so will these bad guys. They will cook up a really good story, and often they will get what they need out of customer support. They'll say, oh, okay, we'll let you in. So that's called social engineering. The other thing you can do, you can take your flash drive with your bad program on it and drop it in the parking lot. And some employee will pick it up and come in and plug it in and give the company the virus. Right? So there's lots of ways that you can trick people into doing this stuff. Once you're in the door, you can do all kinds of things. A couple of years ago, there was a guy who worked at a heating and air conditioning company, and he clicked on some link and he got something on his computer, and it took over his computer. He didn't know it, but his computer had access to the heating and air conditioning company's computer. So within a couple of days, that computer was infected also. Turns out that company was employed by Target. And so that computer had access to Target's computer. And because this one guy clicked on a bad link, it ended up losing 40 million credit cards for everybody. So little thing, once they get their foot in the door, it's really hard to keep them from doing what they want to do. So people will try and get you to click on things by sending you emails and put in your account information. This is the oldest trick in the book. This is called phishing, Phishing. So you get an email that looks perfectly legitimate from someplace like your bank or PayPal, and it says, we need you to verify your account. We need you to click on this link, come to our website, and put in your name and your password. Or else, and they'll usually threaten you. You have 24 hours to do this. Or you will lose your account, or something like that. So when you click on the link, you'll go to a site that looks exactly like your bank, or exactly like PayPal, but it won't be. It'll be somebody just waiting for you to give them your password. So never believe anything that you get in your email. They're always lying to you. So if your bank wants to talk to you, they will call you up, and they will have you come in. So if somebody wants information or access to your computer, your first thought is they're trying to take advantage of you. That's probably what's going on. Nobody would call you up. This is another scam that's been happening a lot lately. Somebody will call up and say they're from Microsoft, and they have reason to believe that there's a problem with your computer, and they would like to fix it. And so what you need to do is they will send you something. You tell them your email address, they'll send you something, you click on it, it allows them access to your computer so they can fix your computer. And within an hour, they will find all kinds of problems on your computer. They will want you to pay them $250 to fix it, and then when they fix it, what they'll do is, there won't be any problem to begin with. They'll pretend there's a problem, they'll show you all kinds of scary things. You pay them the money, and then they leave something on your computer that takes it over, and then they will periodically ask you for more money to fix these problems that keep coming up. People will call you and do that on the telephone. So Microsoft doesn't call anybody. You can't even talk to Microsoft. If you were dying and you needed to talk to Microsoft support, you couldn't get them. So they're not going to call you up. So don't believe anybody who calls or writes or anything. They're all trying to take advantage of it. So kind of have that attitude, and you'll be better off. If somebody sends you something and you have reason to believe that you do need to go there, like your bank, don't click on the link that they gave you. That'll be the false one. Just go to your bank's website. You know it's your bank's website. You go there all the time, maybe. You know where it is. You go there and you put your account information. That'll be the bank, as opposed to what you might be getting from this email. So if you want to go into your account, go to the place where you know it's real and do it there. You'll see this stuff all over the internet. I'm sure you've all seen this stuff, trying to scare you. There's a problem with your computer. The sad thing is that it's always people who are insecure about computing that fall for this stuff, because they think the computer is telling them that they have a problem. It's the website that you're on telling you that they would like you to think you have a problem that they can fix. And all you have to do is do what they say, and they'll take care of you. But that's not true. They will take advantage of you. So don't trust anybody who offers unsolicited help of any kind, whether it's over the phone or whether it's a website that you're visiting, because nobody's going to help you just out of the kindness of their heart on the internet. That's just not how it works. If you don't ask for help, you don't need help. If you think you have a problem, talk to somebody you know. Don't believe a website. The other thing you can do is don't install anything on your computer. They would like you to install their virus for them, right? So they don't even have to hack into your computer. They can get you to install it. So whenever you install a program, you might be getting one of these bad programs. It's hard to tell, so don't install anything unless you're positive about what it is, why you need it, where it came from. Sometimes you can get good programs from bad people, and they will give you the good program along with a little extra bad program that you didn't know you were getting. So there's a program called Malwarebytes that we use at the library, and is at this point anyway, a reputable program. And it does a very good job of scanning your computer for these kinds of problems and knocking them out 90% of the time. It's free. If you're going to get a program like that, make sure you know where it's coming from. So don't just go to any website that says they've got this program and download it, because you might be getting the good one and a bad one. Their website is www.malwarebytes.org. Like most free stuff, they will try and sell you stuff. So there's two versions. There's the free version. Oh, you didn't really want that anyway. It doesn't do everything. Oh, but you could pay us and get the really good version. The free version is fine. And you don't need to pay to get the fancy version. You can get the free one and just ignore their come-ons for trying to upsell you. And if you run it every now and then, it'll catch some stuff that you didn't know you had. If other people are using your computer, you should make a separate account for them. You can be smart, and your grandchildren sit down and they're going to download any old thing. They're going to download games. They're going to you can't stop other people from doing stuff on your computer. So what you do is you set up a separate account for them. If you don't know how to do this, one of these gentlemen can help you, or I can help you, but you can set up a different user account. So there are two kinds of accounts in Windows. There are administrative accounts. That's probably what you're mostly using, because that lets you do anything. But then there are limited accounts. You can set up a limited account that does not have the power to install anything. And so your grandchildren can use that. Right? Or somebody wants to come and use your computer, let them use the other account, where they can't do any damage. In fact, it would be smart for you yourself to use the limited account, unless you knew you needed to do something administrative. So my wife, who works in the computer department of the library, she uses Windows. I use a Linux at home, but she uses Windows. But she doesn't work in an administrative account. She has a second account that is limited, that doesn't allow her to install anything. And she always works from there, unless she needs to install something, and then she logs out of that one and logs into the other one. But you can't really do much damage even to yourself inadvertently if you work from a limited account. So you can still do most of the stuff you need to do. You just can't hurt much. And sooner or later, anybody could get one of these things. So you want to have a backup copy of your files, because really, the thing to keep in mind is this is not like a car accident where you're going to get hurt. No blood will be shed if you get a virus. But you could lose all your files. If you have a copy of your